Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and I bring you CillerCiller's guide to getting the Yo-Ho-Ho.I-Go world record. Now, some of you may know, I do hold the Yo-Ho-Ho world record, both in most recorded kills and most kills via the stats. But, the big question, how did I do it? Well, this video is going to basically be summarizing all the key elements that I can find that I realize I'm doing that essentially help me get kills. And I can't just really show one game because they all happen in random different moments, and some moments are better to show than others. So I'm just going to show a couple of clips of examples where these moments and things helped me. Okay, so we're going to start with this clip. There are a couple of things to analyze. First of all, this is early on in the game. I've only got 2 kills, I'm quite small, and there's barely any people that have died. I get put in a very awkward situation here. You don't want to get into this situation, ideally, obviously, but unfortunately it happens. So after I hit him, I'm stuck in this position where I'm low, this guy's low, but I'm just as small as him. So you kind of are left in this position where you just have to spam your attack and just sit there, which kind of wastes time, but otherwise you're going to die. So kind of have to sit there and deal with that. Then here, as I go for this guy pops out of there from nowhere. So as he pops out, I realize that I've barely escaped death, so I just want to keep going here. I keep going until I get an opportunity to turn around to him. But then I realize I can't. Well, I can't. I did turn around. But there's a lot of people here now. So I've realized this is a moderately dangerous situation. Which brings me to the point of one of probably the most important utilizations of the dash maneuver, and how to survive and kill the vast majority of people, if not all of the people, every time when you're in situations like this where there's people are crowded everywhere. You basically want to dash towards someone, then dash away and dash back, is what you're doing if there's too many people lined up and you're small. So if this guy wasn't here, and the people that are about to come in from here don't come in, if it's just these people here, I want to go in here, dive at him, and once I do that, I want to back out. Go right back out to the top here, and then come back for the dash. Every time, that makes it so that I get my full power in my dash, and I'm able to kill them in one swipe. So let's see what happens here. I go for him, I go for there, I go to the guy on the top, I go to the bottom, and then I go there, and then I go there. 6 kills, very fast, easy. It took no damage, not even close. There, easy. Next thing I want to mention is never use your pet. Intentionally, at least. These are 2 high kill games I got. This was a 21 kill game here, where after this exchange, I got down to almost no HP. And if we just skim through the rest, I don't heal at all throughout it. And I get a good couple more kills, and I end up with 21 kills. Although I backed out. I remember this clip now. I pressed the back button on my mouse by accident, so I didn't even get the final kill. Well, I wasn't going to Dynamo. 21 kills, spent pretty much the whole game with no HP. The other one was a 28 kill game. This one here. I took damage here, a significant amount of damage after this fight. I'm almost on 0 HP. I'm as close to 0 as you can get. And if we skim through the rest of this, I get into a couple more fights, and I don't take any more damage. Because you're not going to. Realistically, if you're trying to get the world record, if you're good enough to get the world record, you're not going to take the damage, and it's not worth your time healing with the pet. In that turn, giving me the 28 kills. Now, as far as characters go, personally, I like to use this guy. This guy is the strongest, he has the most power, but if you hit all your shots as the max damage blue shots, you're pretty much going to one-shot everyone anyway, and this guy has extra reach. A slightly more longer reach than this guy. He has the longest reach in the game, out of all the characters. Now, it's literally up to personal preference. Personally, I really like the reach. You can kill people fast with this guy, but I just value the reach much more. It's a lot more enjoyable, which is a large key factor about Yo-Ho. It's such a boring and mundane game. If you're not having fun, you're not going to be able to get the world record. Anyone under this guy, though, is absolutely pointless and not worth getting. You will just die using them. Now, finally, the biggest question of them all, where do you find the players? If I could give you a perfect answer for this question, I would have gotten 80 kills by now. The real answer is no one really knows. You have guesses, depending on where you are in the zones and that, of what sometimes AI tend to do more often than not. But a large amount of it comes down to luck. At the start of a game, I like to just kind of head towards the middle-ish. And then whenever I find people, I just go for that trail. So, I've turned back even though it's not going to the middle. But once this zone closes a bit, I do tend to go to the edges, because that's where they tend to find themselves, get stuck at, the edges. I don't know why, but next to the zone, they really get stuck there, I do. So now here in this zone you can still kind of go to the middle in, which is what I mean by it's up to personal preference. But I do tend to go down to the edge now, and I just hang around here, trying to keep both the zone and the actual part of the game in the screen. Here there's a guy hanging out in the outskirts. Another guy hanging out in the outskirts. It's roughly the same amount of people I'm finding in the middle anyway. Like I said, it's largely up to personal preference. You can't really know where AI are going to go. Because as previously stated, if you did, you'd simply be able to get the world record. Simple as that. It's once you get lucky enough to find as many as you can, and don't die in the process of doing so, then you will get the world record. Last thing I forgot to touch on was the coins. They're absolutely useless half the time. Don't attempt to get coins. Like, don't go out of your way to go and grab a pile of coins. You're probably going to find enough on the way from killing people needing to go back to fight others. It's a real time waster getting coins. Oh, and GLS, don't worry. I saw you got my stats record. I'm coming back for that record. You can't take it away from me forever. I'll be getting it back soon, you